So a few months after setting up the studio, we had a game that was doing pretty well in the App Store. It had about 10,000 daily active users. And I was actively looking for solutions and ways to monetize that game. That game didn't have in-app purchase, so it had to be monetized with advertising. And when looking around for solutions, I remember being shocked at how little availability or how little options there were for creators like myself to monetize the content. Most of the solutions available were terrible ad platforms that create a bad user experience by interrupting the game with full screen ads on your mobile. If you've ever played a game on mobile, you know what I mean. You end up spending more time watching ads than actually playing the game. Those interstitial ads that interrupt the game every 20 seconds. This was the state of the art. This was how advertising was done on mobile. So for me, it just felt that such a backwards way, such a terrible user experience. No one liked using those solutions. The users hated it. The developers themselves hated it because it just really interfered with the game that they spent so much time and energy building. But they had to use it because it was the best way to make money. So it really felt like this necessary evil, and it didn't feel like a very optimized solution. So I started to have an idea of how we could make advertising better while still enabling people to create free content sponsored by advertisement, but in a way that would be better for the users, in a way that would create a better experience, not as intrusive. So we came up with this idea of product placement, which has existed for decades in cinema and even in video games. That was already existing, but there was no technology to power that. All of the product placement happening in game were basically done on a one-off basis, hard coding a product within the game. And we wanted to create a product, we wanted to create technology to make that happen at scale.